I love the house. It's the kind of house I used to dream of as a kid. And it's the kind of neighborhood I always wanted my children to grow up in, where they'd know the people living next door and develop relationships in the neighborhood and be able to walk to things and do things together. That's exactly what I've always wanted. I went to Rhode Island Housing and I worked with Ann Palmisano, and she was wonderful, and she was able to get me into the First Homes 100 Plus program, and that allowed me to rehab the property I wanted.
Laura first came in to me to see if she could actually purchase the property. And we went over her financial situation, and we were talking about her personal life, and she had 2 children, and we went over her finances, and I came to her and said, okay, this is the amount of money that you'd be able to afford. And then of course I tell my customers saying that, okay, this is what you can afford. I said, now you tell me what you feel comfortable with.
I knew from the start that I needed to be upfront with everything so that I'd know if I could really afford a house, if this would be a situation that I could buy a house and keep it. And Anne was fantastic and worked with me every step of the way in making sure that my finances were in order and giving me an idea of what I could afford, so I knew when I was looking what price range would work for me. Purchasing a home as is can be a little nerve-wracking, but Anne had recommended an inspector to come through and look at the property, and the person that came through was just wonderful, and he really took a look at it to give me an idea of how much it would cost to rehab it and if there were any horrible surprises in store. The house was totally affordable, the rehab was affordable, and now my mortgage payment is less than what some of my friends pay for rent.
You come into us and you have a purchase price on your property. We lend you the day of the closing the amount of the money to purchase the property. In addition to that, you've come to us with your contractor's amounts of money that it's going to cost to rehab the property. So say that's $30,000. That $30,000 is held in an account for you, and as your electrician or your plumber does the work, that money is given to your electrician or your plumber. If you have any funds that have not been used in the original amount of the loan, you have 2 options. The money can be used to reduce your principal balance to pay down your loan amount, or what you can do is you can use those additional funds to make additional repairs in the property.
No second thoughts at all. I feel so fortunate that I was able to get into this program, and I took the classes that were really helpful, and now I have this gorgeous house. I never thought I'd ever have a house of my own, and I do, and my kids love it. It's mine.
A First Homes 100 Plus loan from Rhode Island Housing helps customers like Laura buy and repair their first home.